Hi there.
Hi.
I'm normally very positive, but yeah, I've just got this complete stop at the moment. Feel like I've hit a wall. You said about writing down your tools, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to write. Just there's nothing coming out at the moment.
Okay. So Janie, who do you work with?
Um, I'm putting together a workshop for parents who are feeling burnt out because of lockdown.
Okay, great. So, how do you know they're feeling burnt out? What do they say to you?
Um, They're stressed, fed up with the kids, tired, really struggling doing the homeworking and trying to manage their own work as well.
Great. So time management, right?
Mm.
Time management is one of the problems that they have. And they're feeling burnt out. They're taking it out on their kids. There's a relationship kind of breakdown right now.
Disconnect from them.
Disconnect.
Mm.
So when they come to you with that problem, how do you solve that problem for them? How do you help them solve that problem?
Um, I was looking at their thought processes as a mum. What are they thinking about themselves? And how is that translating into how they're communicating with their children or not? And perhaps lack of communication with their partners. So to get space for them, to clear space for them, get their thoughts clearer, work out ways with the family where they can create more fun and communication, but also to create some boundaries so that the adults can sit down and talk about stuff together and get their elephants in the room out, and then start planning forwardly to have fun as a family.
Yeah. So did you hear all the gold in what she said, what she does? Now, Janie, your job, and I'm speaking to Janie, but I'm speaking to all of you, right? You want to emotionally trigger people. See,
Mm.
when I hear that, it's not overwhelm, it's not burnout, it's priorities.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting your family at the bottom of the barrel. The relationships are breaking down and it's showing up as overwhelm and it's showing up as burnout. But now let's flip the script. What if you made your family your number one priority? Building connection, building that relationship, taking time to sit down and have dinner together as a family. What would come of that? Like we're afraid to talk to people in a way that's going to trigger them. But if we don't, they'll keep living this fine life. But like what you just said, like how would it be like to have boundaries and to build your relationship with your kids and put your family as a priority and realign your values, realign what's important to you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you take that on, everything else in your life will fall into place because how you do one thing is how you do everything. Like I have this little visual here, like what's the problem? How can it be solved? And how can I solve it? You got to wake them up emotionally and say, listen, your problem is not being burnt out. Your problem is a priority. You're misaligned.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, Janie, you're gold. Like imagine that. Imagine people say, whoa, I didn't even see that. Then they'll be asking like, how do I do? I have no idea how to realign myself. I have no idea how to establish boundaries. I have no idea how to build my relationship with my kids. All we do is argue all the time and fight with each other. Janie, how can you help me? I'm glad you asked. Now you might, really have to sit down and get present with yourself, Janie. Like, because you know how to do that. You're a mom.
No, I'm
You do
not.
that with your own kid. Oh, you're not a mom,
No,
but you
and
work
maybe
with
that's
moms.
my barrier, actually.
Ah. And it doesn't have to be a barrier, but maybe you're making it a barrier in your mind, and that's the disconnect.
I'm talking myself that it's not, and it shouldn't be. And in fact, I was thinking about stories about relationships with my parents and the struggles that they've had. So I'm aware of it, but maybe somewhere deep it is. I don't know. I don't know. I feel stuck at the moment.
Yeah. And so let me just ask you this quick question. Why are you passionate about helping those people, like parents?
Probably because I saw my own mum struggling to manage on her own. You've just got to get on with it, which led her to spending her retirement on her own, looking after my sick sister. She took to drink. She wouldn't talk to us about her problems. She just had to get on with it. So I think that's what I don't want to see other women going through, this feeling like you've got to manage on your own. I'm fine. This is the way I've always done it.
Mm-hmm.
That seems sad.
Yeah. And you have real life experience of what that's like to be on the other end from a child's point of view.
Mm.
And that's the value that you bring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe that just needed to really land. I was sort of thinking about it before I came online. And maybe that's really got to land with me so I can get out of this just stuck wall at the moment. I've got to push through it.
Yeah, well, pushing through sometimes is just like you're feeling like it's resistance and you got to keep pushing. But instead of pushing, maybe just let go and surrender.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like you get to, you bring value. You have a passion for it. You're deeply connected to your why.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hear.
Yeah.
And, maybe just write down, remember what in launch when we went through, like, what's your belief about yourself, the belief about your clients, the belief about your business. Go through that activity again and just flesh out the limiting beliefs that are holding you back and reframe them.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's probably something there about credibility with you. If I'm not a parent, how can I be credible? That's not true. That's just holding you back. It's your own limiting beliefs.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was watching Marissa Pearce the other night, and I love the fact that she says you don't have to have a vagina to be a really good gynecologist. I'm telling myself that, and it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello?
Exactly. Yeah. So are you willing to take that on, Janie? Just like flesh out the limiting beliefs that are holding you back and really looking at the value. You can always add new stuff. You can always add more tools to your toolkit, but you got to be willing to believe that you bring value. Otherwise, it will never work.
Mm. Yeah, absolutely.
Because you'll never, okay, guys, I'm talking to Janie, but I'm talking to all of you guys too. If you don't believe in the value you offer, you'll never make an offer. You got to believe in it. When you believe in it, like, listen, what I have to offer, I believe in it so much that I literally believe that it can transform the world. Like, I really do. Like, I come from that place. I believe in what I'm offering. And when you do too, it'll be easy to make that offer. But if you don't believe in it, you'll always get stuck. You got to buy into it first before anybody else will buy into it.
Thank you. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, you're welcome.